I would now like to introduce our student speaker, Nami.
I'm gonna be completely honest, I'm quite nervous to be up here. But a trick that someone once gave me to get over a fear of public speaking was to imagine everyone in the audience in their underwear. And I'm doing that right now. I'm just a little bit uncomfortable, especially now that I'm looking at Mr. Justin Alexander. Sorry. It truly is an honor to be here as the class speaker for the graduating class of 2025, and thank you all for coming. I initially wanted to do my speech as a freestyle rap, but then I realized that nobody should have to sit through that. So what I'm gonna do instead is I'm gonna give you some pieces of advice that were given to me from people who are much, much smarter than me. And I wanna leave everyone with 3 main points. My first point I learned from being in public speaking throughout high school. And that point is, if you say something with the right tone and with the right confidence, people will believe you. See, right now I'm talking normally, but if I slow down my speech and I enunciate, it sounds more profound, even though it really isn't. Now, I have another example for you. Italian bread. Cheese, tomato, cucumber, and thinly sliced turkey. It kind of works, right? I didn't say anything wise. What I just gave you was my go-to Subway order, but it sounds more believable and it sounds like it has something because of the way in which I said it. And the same thing can be applied to anything. If someone conducts themselves with confidence and assurance, then eventually people will believe in them, and it's more likely to be true. So for my first point, to the graduating class of 2025, whether you're giving a speech or ordering a sandwich, moving forward, say it like you mean it, and the world is more likely to believe in you too. My second point is inspired by something my physics teacher, Dr. Eels, told me after I got a 12 out of 80 on the first ever physics test. And what he told me was, firstly, maybe don't drop the class just yet. And I cried in front of him. And then he said, just because you're not good at something immediately doesn't mean that you never will be. I'm sure a lot of us can relate to having a paralyzing fear of failure, where instead of doing something badly, we'd rather not do it at all. But the truth is, most people initially suck at things. Since I started learning how to speak English to about the point where I turned 12 years old, I couldn't pronounce the letter S, so I sounded like this when I talked, which was a lot of fun for me and my classmates. But now, after 3 years of speech therapy, I can sort of pronounce it sometimes. So, to the parents and the teachers, and to anyone else who is here who was alive for the discovery of fire, encourage the young people under your care, even if they aren't immediately good at what they do. Your encouragement means more to us than you think. And lastly, my final point is to us, the graduating class of 2025. All of us here have so much potential. The world truly is our oyster. So if you are allergic to shellfish, you should be careful. But also, take advantage of the opportunities in which we are given. We've already accomplished so much, and that's not measured by the amount of medals or awards you own or the GPA that you have. It's proven by how we as a community conduct ourselves with integrity, and it's proven by how we treat others. Regardless of what the future holds, keep the people around you in mind. Check in and send invites to each other's weddings. In fact, I'll even be the first one to start. In the very rare instance that I ever get married, all of you are now officially invited to my wedding, so congratulations. So in the upcoming months, we will all experience massive life changes. My best friends will no longer be a 5-minute drive away. Instead, they'll be in some town in suburban Virginia, or back here in Thailand, or in California, paying $17 for a gluten-free avocado. And while that is terrifying, it also means that the friendships that we have from here on out are the ones that we choose to have, not the ones that we're put into because of circumstance. So choose those friendships. Choose to send a random text or book a flight, because one day, years from now, you will realize that it's the people that make it all worth it. So please don't be a stranger. I may have had 3 main points to make today, but my biggest point is simply thank you. To my parents, thank you for everything. Hnu rak pa kap maeนะคะ. To everyone else here, my mom is crying, so I'm gonna cry. To everyone else here, please never give up, believe in yourself and others. And last but not least, to the graduating class of 2025, congratulations, we've done it.